although our products are mostly shipped in one day, and we are continuing to achieve that goals. All right, now let's talk about let me introduce to our standalone access control system that Camden provides, which works on Bluetooth, and it is an ideal application for parking lots or vehicle management systems. So CV603 is our Bluetooth-enabled standalone access control system and is designed for convenience while eliminating the need of having a personal computer or PC or monthly IP services required. Meaning, you don't have to have a dedicated PC connected in order to configure everything else. And also, you don't need to pay any subscription fee that generally most of the access control companies do take into consideration. You don't have to do anything. Everything can be programmed right away from a smartphone, which is a free smartphone app on Android or iOS devices. Our CV603 controller can support up to 2,000 users. That includes physical credentials or virtual credentials.
I'm seeing the presentation. You're hearing how you
Double check that you are seeing the presentation and also listening me.
Yeah, they see it now.
Okay.
So this, yeah, do it that way.
Okay, good. So as I was speaking that our CV603 controller can support up to 2,000 users via physical or virtual credentials. With a universal compatibility for standard wiegand protocols and dual FOMC relay, it offers maximum installation flexibility. So our CV603 reader has a dedicated reader ports, and also there are two dedicated reader ports. So that way you can connect any kind of standard wiegand reader or keypad to either of those reader ports. Other than that, we also have request to exit inputs on our controllers for both the ports, and also we also have like door contact position input for on both of these ports. CV603 operates on 12 volts DC and typically takes really low current with current draw, which is around 100 milliamps. Whether you need a timed or momentary or latching relay operation, this particular unit handles everything. For added convenience, we have a built-in 433 megahertz receiver that can be used with long-range fob systems. We provide 3-year warranty, which is a standard 3-year warranty to have your customer full confidence and long-term peace of mind in our products. Key features include automatic daylight saving adjustments. So you don't have to change the time manually for summer or winter. This unit does it automatically on its own. It also gives you accurate scheduling and reports. Plus, it has a first man in delay mode, which unlocks the door only if an employee swipes a badge or activates a button, which is an optional feature. So in short, this unit can be installed, is ideal actually for any vehicle or parking lots or vehicle management area or parking lots. Or it is also convenient to use it when the internet connection is not possible, because as I mentioned earlier, it runs on Bluetooth. Moving on to next slide. You can order the CV603 controller as a standalone unit, just the controller, if you are integrating into the existing system. Or for new installs, you can go with our all-in-one kits. These kits are pre-bundled with power supply. So if you see here the CV603 PS, it comes with a controller, a power supply, and a transformer with it. So that's the first one of the kits. And the second kit includes the power supply, controller, a single Camden reader, and a single proximity tag in order to get you started. So I really highly recommend this one of the kits for new install, because it makes ordering, wiring, and installation much easier. One of the biggest advantage of our controller is how easily it integrates with existing hardware and peripherals. It is a truly universal hub because it can let you connect. If you see here, you can connect either any kind of standard wiegand card reader or keypads. You can also connect push to exit buttons, door contact, local alarm, or you can also send a normally open or a dry contact signal to your existing access control system to monitor that particular door. As I talked about that the FOBs, or the 433 megahertz wireless receiver, which is a built-in receiver into that CV603 controller, which can operate by using this FOBs. So these FOBs are basically give you a range up to 100 feet on an ideal open area. So the way it works is, if you see there is a ID number written on it. So if you press this one of the buttons, then it sends a signal to that wireless receiver inside the CV603 or our controller. And then based on this ID, if the user is already registered, it will give the access. If it's not, then it will refuse that badge. So this button is pretty handy when it comes to for parking lot applications, where the user can press it, and if it's a valid user, it can open that gate. Other than that, we provide lots of variety of credentials which you can select. Either you can go for physical credentials such as our proximity cards or proximity tags, or you can go to the modern paid virtual credentials. So the paid virtual credentials is basically a modern way to get access through your phone. So users can easily or virtually access that particular door or controller using their smartphone app, eliminating the need of physical fobs, which can be lost or stolen at any point. To get you started, CV603 controller, when you purchase it, by default it comes with two free virtual license keys, meaning right from the day one, two users can download the respective app in their phone and then start getting access by using their particular phone instead of physical cards. Talking more about it, managing the facilities access is simpler than ever with our dual app system. The Amprox BLE app, which is on the left side, is generally for property managers, owners, or employers who eventually can use this particular app to configure everything. Either it's adding users, deleting users, or setting up holiday schedules, or you can also control the relay timings, give you a like full history report. All that stuff can be done right from this app without needing of a PC or a network connection. On the user side, the Amprox BT app, once they download it into their phone, then the ID that you see here, that ID has to be entered via management to that Amprox BLE recording system. Once they do that, then what the user has to do is they go to the door. If they are in the range of that controller, they press the respective button. And if this ID is already registered into the managing system, then it will give them a valid access. So we offer these apps are free and available on Android or iOS devices. Significantly on Android device, if you install Amprox BLE app, you get more advantages like multi-access control, on your vehicle. So talking about our CM SR series 2 relay receiver, as I was saying that it has two SPST relays on it. The first relay is normally open SPST relay, which is generally used to control the strikes, and the second one is normally closed SPST relay dedicated for maglocks. It also provides you IP65 rated enclosure, which provides a reliable performance in harsh outdoor conditions. With the help of two relays and some settings on this particular device, you can either set the relays on momentary or bistable or latching operation. It supports 30 transmitter in terms of users, so and making it an ideal product for application with residential properties or small business or shared gates. So you might this is like an unique application scenario where you might come up with such a situation where there is a network barrier gate system, and also there is a personal uh, garage door situation. So with our fobs, specifically this fobs, you can use the same fob to control the network setup, which generally integrates via WRX4 or wiegand receiver, and the same fob can use to open your garage door by using our two relay receiver. So the same fob can be used with our wiegand receiver and also at the same time with our two relay receivers. And finally, moving on to our one of the most popular product, which is the CV550 SPK, and it is built for high demand industrial and professional environments, featuring a robust metal enclosure. It supports massive amount of users, which is 20,000 users, which makes it perfect for anything from small office to large industrial complex. It features a built-in proximity reader, meaning you can present a fob or key tag to it, and then it will send, based on that particular feedback or input, either it's in a standalone mode or wiegand mode, it's gonna take that as a valid input and send a signal to your respective devices. It also features a dedicated doorbell key, which can be used to either trigger or send a signal to a doorbell by pressing the pound key. It can support both new and existing 26-bit 125 kilohertz HID or EM credentials, and the keypad has a dedicated input if you want to connect any standard wiegand 26-bit reader to it. You can use this keypad in two different modes. The first one is standalone mode, where the controlling or locking device is connected right at the keypad, and then that device get activated if you present a valid user, either by card or entering the PIN. The second mode is called wiegand mode, where you have an existing access control system and you want to connect this keypad to send a signal to that access control system by using the users that are already on access control system. So in that case, the keypad becomes like a reader and then sends your wiegand data if you present a card or if you punch in any pins. Our keypad has an extra feature that includes a door position input to detect door force entries. Either it's a door held open alarm or door forced open alarm, and even temper alarms, which is a premium feature not commonly found in competing brands. And finally, field configurable facility codes give you flexibility in integration with EAC, electronic access control systems like Honeywell or Cantech or any other access control system, which takes 26-bit or 8-bit burst or 4-bit burst as a wiegand output. So overall, if you get this keypad, it is going to most likely work with your existing access control system. At very last, we have some few commonly asked questions that are related to our CV603 standalone access control system. So the first one is how many doors we can control it. So there are two relays on our standalone access control controller, the CV603. If you have a single door which has a locking device and automatic door operator, then it can control both of them. So it can unlock the door and open the door. But if you have two doors with only locking device or only door operators, then the CV603 can also control that. Which apps are generally used for configuration and which apps are used to get an access? So there are two apps that you'll see on either Google Play Store or App Store. The first one is Mprox BLE, which is used as a configuration app. And the second one, which is generally used by property managers or employers. And the other one is Mprox BT app, which is used by the employee or staff in order to gain access through that particular door. What format cards can be used with CV603? So you can use any 26-bit EM format cards, HID, depends on what readers you are connecting with the access control. Based on that, it can give, if the reader, based on that, the CV603 can take 26, 30, 34, or 36-bit standard weekend signal as an input and then activate the devices accordingly. So common questions we get is, can somebody remotely log in to that particular Mprox BLE or like management app or the user access app remotely? So the answer is no. The reason for that is, as mentioned, this is a standalone Bluetooth-based access control. So it is not connected to network, not connected to PC, anything. So in order to configure the controller or in order to access the controller, for both the apps, the user has to be in the range of that CV603 controller. And the last one is, can you generate a report with the CV603? Yes, so it has a dedicated report feature under the history column. And then if you want to save the history, it creates an CSV file, which you can export it to your PC. So Camden is Camden has resources and manuals available in Spanish, English, and French. We have a dedicated customer service and technical support teams to be your back. So if you are, so other than the physical support, we provide a digital support. So if you are stuck in any situation for ordering or for any RMA, our customer service teams can definitely help you out. But if you are tech in the field and need any help, you can obviously call our technical support team during 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then they'll be able to help you out. Other than that, we have digital resources available on our website, including manuals, spec sheet, wiring diagrams, and all that stuff right at your fingertips if you open our website. Finally, Camden is one-stop supplier for door activation and control device. We are committed to delivering reliable, innovative, and easy-to-spec solutions. To wrap up, I'd like to thank you all for your active participation throughout the session, and thank you again for your time.